How to maintain self-discipline, the key to long-term success. In both life and work, discipline is not something easy to build, but it is a key factor that determines success or failure. Whether you're a student, a working professional, a manager, or a freelancer, lacking discipline will lead you to procrastination, distraction, and losing focus on your goals. So, how can you maintain self-discipline in a sustainable way? The following article will help you better understand and apply practical methods. 1. Understand what discipline really means. First of all, discipline doesn't mean being rigid, harsh, or punishing yourself. Discipline is the ability to self-manage, stay committed, and do what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. A disciplined person is someone who knows what matters, can resist distractions, and stays focused on their goals. 2. Set clear and specific goals. Without clear goals, it's hard to stay disciplined. When you don't know what you're doing or why you're doing it, you'll easily feel bored, unmotivated, and end up wasting time. Some tips for setting effective goals. Use the SMART framework. Goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. Break big goals into smaller, weekly or daily tasks to track progress more easily. Write down your goals and place them somewhere visible, your workspace, phone wallpaper, or a dedicated notebook. 3. Build daily habits. Discipline comes from small actions repeated consistently. When you turn tasks into habits, you no longer need to force yourself to begin, you do them naturally. Examples: wake up at the same time every morning. Read for 15-30 minutes each day. Exercise 3 to 4 times a week. Write a daily journal or review your to-do list at the end of the day. Studies show it takes about 21 to 66 days to form a new habit, so be patient and persistent. 4. Master time management. Disciplined people are usually excellent at managing their time. They know how to prioritize, focus on what matters, and avoid wasting energy on unimportant tasks. Some effective time management techniques: Eisenhower matrix, categorize tasks into 4 groups: urgent and important, not urgent, not important. Pomodoro technique, work in focused 25-minute sessions followed by 5-minute breaks. Daily to-do lists, write out your tasks and check them off once completed. 5. Eliminate distractions. Social media, phones, notifications, these are the biggest enemies of discipline. To stay focused and consistent, you need to remove or control these distractions. Tips: put your phone on silent or away from your desk while working. Use apps that block social media during work hours, like Forest, Freedom, Focus To Do. Work in a quiet environment or use white noise to boost concentration. 6. Reward yourself and use reminders. Don't forget to celebrate your small wins. A cup of coffee, a movie night, or a rest day can be great motivation. Small rewards help maintain enthusiasm and create positive reinforcement. At the same time, remind yourself regularly of why you started and what you're aiming for. This helps prevent giving up halfway through your journey. 7. Balance discipline with flexibility. Being disciplined doesn't mean being rigid. Sometimes you need to adjust your plans due to unexpected situations or when old methods are no longer effective. Knowing when to adapt is also a sign of smart discipline. For example, if your goal is to read for 30 minutes a day, but you're too tired one day, you can switch to listening to an audiobook for 15 minutes. What matters is maintaining progress, not perfection. 8. Surround yourself with disciplined people. Your environment greatly impacts your level of discipline. If you're around people who are lazy, easily distracted, or give up easily, you may follow suit. On the other hand, if you connect with hardworking, goal-oriented individuals who stick to their commitments, you'll absorb their energy and motivation. 9. Take care of your health and mental well-being. Physical and mental health are the foundation for discipline. A person who lacks sleep, eats poorly, and feels constantly stressed will find it hard to stay focused or consistent. Pay attention to getting enough sleep, 7 to 8 hours a day, eating a balanced, healthy diet, exercising regularly, relaxing your mind, meditation, journaling, talking to loved ones. Conclusion: discipline is not a talent. It's a skill built through practice, trial and error, and continuous adjustment. It's your commitment to yourself, the ability to show up and take action even when no one is watching. Start with small actions, stay consistent each day, and you'll witness the power of discipline, not only in completing your tasks, but in transforming you into a stronger, more reliable, and successful version of yourself. How to maintain discipline when learning English. In the journey of mastering English, discipline is the key factor that determines how far you can go. Many people start learning with great excitement, but after a few weeks, the initial motivation fades away, replaced by procrastination and eventually giving up. That's why maintaining discipline not only helps you study regularly, but also builds a solid foundation for long-term progress. First, you need to clearly define why you are learning English. It could be for studying abroad, getting a better job, career advancement, or simply gaining confidence when traveling. When your reason is strong enough, it becomes a powerful source of motivation that pushes you to study every day. Writing down your reason and placing it somewhere visible, like your desk or phone screen, will help keep your goal in sight. Next, set specific and measurable goals. A vague goal like, "I want to be good at English," can easily lead to boredom. Instead, break it down into smaller, achievable targets, such as learn 300 new vocabulary words this month, or listen to an English podcast for 15 minutes every day. With clear goals, you can easily track your progress and stay motivated, which strengthens your self-discipline. Discipline is also built through daily habits. Try to study at the same time each day, such as 7 a.m. or 9 p.m., and commit to a minimum of 15 to 30 minutes of learning. You can start with simple activities like listening to English songs, using flashcards to memorize vocabulary, or reading a short passage out loud. Maintaining this routine consistently for 21 to 30 days will help turn learning into a natural habit. To stay focused, create a quiet and dedicated study environment. Reduce distractions like noise, smartphones, or social media. You can use helpful tools like Pomodoro Timer, Forest, or Focus To Do to stay on task. Another effective way to maintain discipline is by joining a community of English learners. Having study buddies keeps you accountable and inspired. You can join online classes, speaking groups, or even chat with AI in English daily. Learning in a community adds encouragement and helps you stay committed to your goals. Lastly, remember that being disciplined doesn't mean being rigid. If you're too tired one day, switch to lighter learning activities like watching cartoons, listening to music, or practicing pronunciation. The most important thing is not to quit. Even just 5 to 10 minutes a day can keep your connection with English alive. In short, discipline is the key to effective and sustainable English learning. Start small, build consistent habits, and stay focused on your purpose. With persistence and effort, you'll gradually improve and reach your English learning goals. 10 motivational quotes to maintain discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Jim Rohn. You won't always feel motivated, so you must learn to be disciplined. It's not talent, but persistence and discipline that make the difference. When you have discipline, you don't have to rely on motivation. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Every time you conquer yourself, you get one step closer to success. Success doesn't come from occasional inspiration, it comes from daily habits. True freedom is self-mastery, and discipline is the key. Discipline doesn't restrict you, it frees you from procrastination and regret. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great, and that takes discipline.